So in today's video, we're gonna talk about is how you can have some extra tips in your bag while going to your exam and can score much more better in your NATA. So let's get started.
It's a little like food, yeah, that's alright. When I see it, she's still on my side. And we're sitting on the curb of the parking lot, talking about our lives and the futures we've got. And she says, don't you worry, you're only 19, so why you in such a hurry?
Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm gonna give you some tips and some tricks which can help you to score better in NATA. Yeah, you heard it right. So first thing and first very important thing I'm gonna tell you is this is your do and die situation, because right now in the situation you have to do something or you can't do anything then. So because it's a last attempt, you have to give your best. This is the thing, right? So best you should give. That's the only thing I can say. The second thing is, see first your college, like college in the sense like which college do you want to take admission in. So if there is college, like if you have like very basics colleges or any colleges, for example, let's take example in Maharashtra, we have colleges like MIT, JJ, and like different colleges, right? So we have bricks, very important, my favorite college. So bricks is some like this 3 4 colleges. If you take the last year, go to ChatGPT, search for any college, you just select, okay, select any college, go to ChatGPT, search over there last years of this college 2025. So this is 2026, right? So go back to 2025 and say that in 2025 this college is cut off, like the second round cap rounds cut off. Then you get that cutoff, which is like, let's say 130, 150, and then calculate your board marks. So you have your board marks fixed, right? And then reduce that from that, and then imagine how much marks you need to score. And that time, that's the very important thing, realization people get after that, is that I have to do something. Because when you do this thing, let me tell you, if you do this thing, your mind will be amazed that, oh my god, I have to score this much, then only I can get admission in this beautiful colleges. So first ever thing you're gonna do right now is to just get a little bit motivated. The thing you can do is go and search for the colleges and their cutoff, and according to that check your marks also. So board marks are fixed, right? So subtract that marks and then see how much marks still you need to score in NADA for getting that college. So this is gonna things happening around, and you will get a little bit motivated for that thing. Okay, so let's begin to the tips of the thing. First thing is, I've seen a lot of students struggling in time management. So you have to do a proper time management. How you're gonna do is, so for example, let's say you are the one who can make 3D models very easily, right? Every single student I see, they makes 3D model really well in really less time. So what you have to do is, you have like very less time, you have three things to do, which is 2D composition, 3D composition, and you have 3D model, right? So what you do is, the easiest thing you can do in the less time, you're going to go with that first. For example, 3D model making. You will make your 3D model and keep it aside, it's done. Okay, just the thing you have to do is, don't paste to the main answer sheet if you are not okay with it. Okay, second thing, you will start making 3D composition a rough sketch. So when you are talking about 3D compositions, draw the perspective things, draw the basic sketch, don't give detailing to it. Then till that time when you're doing these two things, think in your mind what kind of a logo designing you're gonna draw, what signage question is there, and how you're gonna mimic it, how you're gonna draw it on your paper. So think about that questions, and then we think about that questions, then as your 3D composition thing is done, basic rough sketch, you're gonna shift to logo designing. Then draw your logo in the basic thing, and then think about the colors. While thinking about these colors, start give detailing to your 3D composition. So when you're giving the 3D composition detailing, after you're done with the detailing, before rendering in the sense, now you're gonna draw complete 3D composition beautifully, but you're not giving any shadows, you're not giving any rendering, coloring, nothing you're gonna do to the 3D composition. Just the basic structure perfect is drawn now. Then you will again shift to the logo, you will do coloring of the logo, because till the time you're doing that, you have to think upon it, that which color should I put here, which color scheme should I use, and different stuff. So the second most important thing is, then you will again shift to logo, and as such your coloring is done, border your logo, and your logo is well done. Then you have to shift again to the 3D composition and complete the rendering, shadows and thing. And trust me, this is the best way to do it, because when you do something else with that back mindset, you have in your mind that you have to still be completing the logo, and what ideas would be popping in your mind, different ideas. So it gives you time to also have some idea for the logos. Okay, what I've seen students are doing is like they're thinking, so they start with the logo designing only, as such it is the first question, right? So the paper comes in front of them and they start thinking, oh, should I go with this logo designing? Oh, so this is a question. They start thinking that what should I make? And they waste 5 minutes on thinking, roughing again, like erasing the thing again drawing, erasing, drawing, erasing. So this thing you should avoid, because time is the most important thing over here. The more time you get, the more 3D beautiful you can draw your 3D composition. So make sure you're not wasting any single time. So this was tip 1, is manage your time, is the most important thing you can do here. Okay, now let's go to the tip number 2. So the tip number 2 is improve your observation skills. Now you heard it right. What I mean by that is, I've seen many students who are going to the exam, and for example, let's see, so this is a thing, for example, okay, they have told you to draw this. Okay, so the sunscreen bottle of underrated. So let's see if they are asking you to draw this, but you don't know how it looks like, or if you are confused how to draw it. The first thing is observation skill is very important. You have to observe every single stuff around in your home, in your room, anything. Just go on observation in your mind. For example, if I'm seeing this, then my mind should click like, oh, this is a cylindrical shape, so I can draw a cylinder by using perspective, and then I can just give some more detailing and it's done. So this thought should come in your mind. That's very, very important. So start observation. And for example, if you go in your exam hall and if you think of, then this is the thing which I don't know about, you can completely ask to the teacher, what does this mean? And they really help you out, that iska meaning kya hai, what is this the meaning, what is this the real thing. If you don't even know that what these things mean, even after explaining, they can literally show you the image of it. So then in your mind you have to start imagination, that how this thing would be. Just imagine that it's kept in front of you, close your eyes, imagine that it's kept in front of you. So how it is looking, the surface is visible a little bit, this lower thing is circular a little bit. So start observation with, if you're in exam, there is no time for observation. So what you have to do is then start memorizing things, then start actually imagination of the thing, that how this thing will look. Close your eyes, look at it, and just go for it. Okay, so next important thing I want to tell you all about is that, so memorizing is very important. आपको memorize करना है that, have you ever seen this thing in your mind? Have you ever seen this thing in your life? Then okay, if you're seen, then try to memorize it, how it looks like. What is it? Suppose we just talk about this simple scale. Okay, all of you have watched this scale, but do you ever observe that this is how the structure of the scale looks like? Have you ever observed? It's not flat, it's up, flat and down. If you look clearly here, you can see this is the flat area, this is a flat, and this is a little bit uplifted straight area. This is like this and this structure. So this is a scale, so you have to start imagining and observing. So if anybody is asking you to draw a scale, next time you have not observed a scale yet. Okay, imagine you have not observed a scale. So if anybody is asking you for anything to draw a scale, you would probably draw it flat, right? If I won't have told you this, or you won't have observed this thing. So first thing is start observing. The students make a lot of mistake is that they don't observe. Now this thing is not going to help you a lot, you think, but it is going to really help you a lot, because in exam you don't have questions, right? Question in the sense, you don't get questions before that you're going to get this things to draw, that thing to draw. It's nothing fixed. So observation is the most important thing. Okay, so yeah, now let's go to the tip number 3. One thing comes over here is the time management. Yeah, you heard it right, because many times I see our people around me, students around me, who don't just go for the time. For example, you have questions like 2D composition, 3D composition, and model making, right, for the drawing part. Do you ever think like, I'm gonna spend this much time for my model, I'm gonna spend this much time for my drawing part, which is like the 2D and the 3D? This is the biggest mistake students do these days, is like they don't actually affirm on the timings. So for example, if you are the person who can draw 2D composition in a very quick manner, then you have to give a less time to that. If you're the one who can make in 10 minutes a model, you have to give 10 minutes to that. And if you're one who needs a lot of timing for the 3D composition, then you should give a lot of time for that. So today I'm going to give tips about time management also. So let's begin to it. The first thing is that you have to start with making your model. Yes, you heard it right. Why I'm saying this is because many of time I've heard that when you start model making in the beginning of your timing, almost you take like 5-10 minutes to do it, right? It's not a very big deal to do it. So total we have, as you know about the exam, so how much time we have, you know, right? The exam is of 90 minutes, where it's there for 25 marks, which is 25 marks of 2D composition, 25 marks of 3D composition, and then it comes the model making, right? So now, yeah, 25 marks I'm talking about. So you go with like, if you have the thing which is, if you need a lot of timing for logo designing or for signage design, I mean the 2D composition, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna first begin with the model making, then you're gonna begin with the 3D composition. Just gonna have that basics roughly drawn thing, and when you're done with the basic things, you can go further with like going upgrading it. But before getting it upgrade, you have to go to the second question, which is, before going to the next part, the important part, let's talk about the common mistakes students do while they are in this thing. I mean, whenever I see students that they focus a lot on drawing section, that they continuously keep on drawing, asking different drawing questions and stuff, but they ignore aptitude literally a lot. Literally a lot. Why I'm saying this is because I've seen many of the students, I've seen many of the people who would say to you that, okay, I'm going for the NATA exam, then I'll just go and tick any answers of the aptitude. I'm more focusing on the drawing. But dear, aptitude is also very important and is the easiest one. So trust me, if you're studying like a lot in drawing, still you will not score as much as you will score in the aptitude section without studying. Yeah, this is the truth. This is a harsh truth of NATA exam, that many students think that they will go with the best drawing skills and they will just go and tick any on answers by just choosing anything, and they will go for the aptitude section. But without even studying, you can score literally very good in aptitude. So just imagine if you just give a less focus. I'm even not saying that don't do drawing, give less focus to drawing. Keep on balancing things. You have to do aptitude and drawing at the same point, on the same level. So what I mean by level in this is that you have to do give same time to it. You have to work more on the both the things. The kind of motivation you have while you're working on the drawing, you should have the same kind of thing when you're working on the aptitude section. So these are like very very important things when you talk about different stuffs. Then the next thing is that the students have seen mistaking is that they panic a lot. You don't have to panic when you go to the exam. Just chill, relax. There is nothing about it that it has to be this, it has to be that. It's a very chill environment. Teachers, most important thing is teachers are very 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 cooperative. So if you go for the NATA exam, they also know that students are panic at this moment, because the exam is only also for drawing also, this also, that's also. Students are very confused about. First thing I'll tell you, NATA is really something different from architecture. So whatever you're learning now, it's not going to come in your architectural journey. Okay. Second thing is, so the teacher know about your situation, so they really want to help you. If you literally go to them and ask them anything about your question, even any stuff doubt, they would literally answer you so politely, so genuinely, and so nicely. and the replies they would be giving you would be much more real, that what they personally think about this. That would not something which is just they are giving the answer. No, they would think about you also while giving they are giving answer. They will think about your opinions. They will think, is this beneficial for you as well. They will guide you for the best. So whenever you're going for the exam, don't panic. Second thing is, आप teachers से नहीं डरोगे. Okay, don't get angry because of the teachers. Don't get angry on the teachers. They are very cooperative and they will support you the most in the whole exam room. So whenever you enter the exam room, you have to look, smile to them, wish them whatever it's good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is. Wish them that good morning ma'am, good afternoon ma'am, and you have to sit there. So whenever you look at them, you have to have a smiling face. You have to give her the supervisor the attention they wanted. So if you do the simple things, trust me, they will get impressed by you and they would be happy from you. These were some things which you have to keep in mind. Okay. Okay, so this were some tips we were talking about, and you have to keep this in mind. Okay, so even if आपका paper कितना भी गंदा जा रहा हो, even if the paper is really hard, tough, you don't have to forget these things. So I hope the exams goes very well to you. I'll see you then after your exams. So please comment down if you want anything else video about and stuff, because see, now it's a moment where I can't give you as a strategy plan of 1 day or 2 day. It's not a thing happening, right? The very important thing is you have to do self study now. Okay, self study only can beat this. Self study in the NATA is all about practicing drawing much more and reading the aptitude stuff. Reading in the sense solving all the geometry questions, all the PYQ geometry thing. If you need the PDF of the PYQ, let me know in the comment section. I'll share it in the description after the video. I can edit the description later also, right? So when I start getting comments about that we want the PYQs, I can give the PDF in the comment section. I'm waiting for it. Bye bye.